Good morning, guys and gals. So I'll make this quick. We are kind of out in the middle of nowhere between lock 24 and lock 25. Yesterday we beat into the wind like a pretty stiff one. It was terrible. It was wasting a bunch of gas and making us go even slower than we already go. But and I probably should have just taken the day off, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure why I didn't, but we didn't make very good time, and we are getting kind of the lowest on gas I've been on this trip, because this is a real wild stretch that it has a couple of little towns, Hamburg, which you'll see, or maybe you've already seen, and it doesn't even have an open business. I don't even think it had a post office. It had a volunteer fire department. That was it. But it was kind of a neat little hamlet. But today, okay, so we anchored just off the channel here, and it was fine. It worked fine. We didn't move an inch, but the wind did a total 180, and now it's coming from the north. And it's blowing us to lock 25, which is awesome. So we might go launch the scooter and get gas in a town that's like 10 miles away, or we might just go through lock 25 and then go get gas, because gas starts to get kind of scarce down here. This is good to know. I will figure it out, and I will put a map in this video showing folks that do this trip that, Louisiana, Missouri has been the last kind of easy gas, just walking to the gas station, that I have seen, I believe. So, and then everything starts to get off the river because there's all sorts of wildlife reserves and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Enough rambling, as always. Let's pull the anchors and let's warm up the motor. Oh, I changed the oil in the outboard yesterday. I used a pump, and and it's running so much better. Motors love it when you take care of them like that. Okay, let's get on the river. Stay tuned. North wind. I'll take it. Maybe we should make a makeshift sail. You got a spare prop. It's not too bad. It's got straight, whatever those are called, wings. I got some spare spark plugs. These are OEM Yamaha inline fuel receptors, which I need to install one on one of my tanks. Got a spare impeller, so that would be 2 on board, possibly 3. Catfish fishing stuff. This came from Will, subscriber and member. Thank you. I'm going to try those soon. This is some stinky bait stuff that you do not want to open that unless you absolutely have to. Some inline fuel filters, 2 of them under the hood. I don't need to replace them yet, but I will. A couple of oil filters. We're going to change the oil right now while we're in a nice quiet place. So this is where I keep all my spare stuff. Extra oil, stuff, for the scooter that I only use when I, launch it. There's all sorts of islands on this stretch. My friends in the houseboat there, they said there was a cross on one of them. I bet you that's what they were talking about. I wonder if I can zoom in there and see what it says. I wonder if someone's buried there, or... Here's something interesting I'll try to share with you guys. So, below lock 24, so pool 25, there's all these little islands, and the river is very wild. There's really no towns to speak of. It's all just wildlife reserves and such. But occasionally, you come across these cabins. Now, I've seen 2 that are abandoned, and this one might be abandoned too, and I'm tempted to go find out. I love exploring abandoned places, and cabins especially. I'm pretty sure that one is abandoned also. Maybe all of these are. Maybe at one time, kind of like Isle Royal, it was turned into some kind of wildlife reserve, this area, after people had built camps and such. We should go over there and check that out. Okay, so there's another camp right there, and they have a dock right at the southern end of this little island.